good evening, and welcome to Gardner Edgerton High School. Tonight it is the Lawrence Lions coming in with a record of 3-1, taking on your 2-4 Gardner Edgerton Trailblazers. Ryan Rankin with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Will McIntyre helping out with the graphics tonight. Ian Jones with the controls of the camera. And Jared Finley helping alongside with the color commentary. And you take a look at what Lawrence has done on the year so far, and they haven't taken on many scrubs. They've taken on Park Hill, Ruskin, and Grandview, along with Lee Summit North. So this is their first official game taking on a Kansas team, and that's kind of a strange thing.
They're also ranked third in Class
state.
6A.
So yeah, they haven't.
That's pretty good.
They haven't taken on any scrubs. No, they're pretty good. And you laxed on your due diligence there, Sue. This guy's and I'll tell you what, I give him grief, but he finds more stuff that I don't catch.
Yeah.
And gets it posted on the Blazer Broadcast Network Facebook page. That's good information that I didn't get. And speaking of which, I would be remiss, and I know he's not going to be here tonight, and he really wouldn't want to be interviewed for the accolade, but congratulations to Coach Cornelson to be the Kansas Coach of the Year.
Really?
He was the Metro. No, he was not the Kansas. I'm trying to remember who the Kansas was, but he was the Kansas City Metro area Coach of the Year.
Wow.
And he was in the running for the Kansas State High School Coach of the Year also, and I can't remember who finished that one, but yeah, Coach Cornelson with that, even in the Kansas City metro area, that's pretty stoutness. So,
well, if you're taking a team that was 0-10, coming into an 0-10 record, and taking them as far as they did, and just absolutely turning this program around,
and they ran into a juggernaut of Blue Valley North.
Yeah,
that gave Derby a pretty good battle for a while, and then Derby just kind of stretched out toward the end. But and even then, that was a controversial game. I'll have to get that play to here later. But congratulations to Coach Cornelson, and that was a fun year, and we get to do it again next year.
We do.
But right now, we're not doing that.
Right.
We're doing basketball.
That's right. We're focusing on basketball.
We're focusing on the round sphere of the orbital, or I don't know.
I get what you're trying to say.
I think I just twisted my brain backwards trying to think of a word that didn't mean anything.
Your eyes just went cross-eyed when you said that.
Yeah, the smoke. if I didn't have the headsets on, smoke would be bellowing out. I could send out smoke signals, just pulling the headphones away from my ears. Anyway, the Blazers and the Lawrence Lions. Blazers started out the year with a win over Blue Valley Southwest. And their other game, they come up with the win with Peculiar Raymore at the Hudamaki Hardwood Classic. Fall to Piper, who is a very, very good team, and then lose to Blue Valley Southwest, who they defeated by 2 in the beginning of the year. Lawrence, they're going to be up and down, but if you saw the girls' game, you're not going to see that speed. This is going to be a lot more up tempo.
Yes.
Blazers, and they have some height, they have some athleticism. The last time we saw them, they did not have Trey Wrench. They have Trey Wrench back. That's going to add another element of speed getting up and down the court. So, that's going to be something that Lawrence is going to have to deal with.
Exactly, and that will be, it'll be very interesting because, we saw it on the football field at least. It'll be very interesting to see the kind of athletes, this basketball team has. And, I'm very interested. I'm very excited, kind of watching these guys warm up. A lot of these guys, they can really, really get up. So this will be a very entertaining game, I feel like.
And we're about 7 minutes away from the announcements of the starting lineup. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout on the McCarthy Auto Group pregame show. It's the Blazers and the Lawrence Lions. We'll be back in a few minutes on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Edgerton fans, the McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 3,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. Our inventory covers most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
American Computers. Regardless if you need help with a desktop, laptop, network equipment, or peripherals and accessories, American Computers can get the job done. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight Road in Gardner.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning, proudly serving Blazer fans in Gardner and surrounding areas. Call Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning at 638-1647.
Planet Sub, where the bread is mixed, rolled, and baked fresh from scratch every morning. Oh, it's good. Planet Sub, 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
When you're Kansas City born and raised, you know just how much meat matters. That's why Price Chopper employs real butchers. They're hard at work every day, in every store, so you never have to settle for something prepackaged out of state. They're so sure you'll love their KC Pride beef, they even back it with a 200% guarantee. Stop by Price Chopper tonight, where they cut meat, never corners. Price Chopper, Kansas City born and raised.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare young people in Kansas for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ryan Ragland, Will McIntyre, Ian Jones, and Jared Finley back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth as we are at the tail end of the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show. Blazers and the Lawrence Lions, as we heard Ian talk about Lawrence being ranked number 3 in the state of Kansas, and this would be a huge feather in the cap. Actually, last year, Blazers go into Lawrence and defeat Lawrence for one of their biggest wins of the year, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities for the Blazers to pull up the upset.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting, and this year, obviously, now you got the home crowd, at your side as well, so we'll hopefully, we're hoping kind of for the same thing. History repeats itself, and the Blazers able to knock off the Lions.
It's crazy. The last 4 games for the Blazers, they have faced number 6, Shawnee Mission South, number 4, Lawrence Free State. Now it's going to be number 3, Lawrence, and then we play Olathe North Tuesday. Yeah, who was also in the...
number 7.
Yeah, number 7, who was also in the Hudamaki Hardwood Classic in DeSoto.
That's a gauntlet.
It's a Sunflower League.
Yep.
It's what you got to do. In EKL, you probably have 2 teams. You have 3 teams that are very stout. In the Sunflower League, you have a few more than that. So, more teams, more good teams. So that's just kind of how it is. But when you take a look up and down the roster and you take a look at the size and everything, the Blazers will not be really that outsized. Lawrence is going to come out with a 6'3", 5'5", 5'11", or no, check that. Let me go to the other side. They're going to come out with 6'7", 6'1", 6'4", 6'1", 6'2".
You say 6'7"?
6'7". 6'7".
I think I see him.
Yeah, that's him. If you miss him, Blazers coming out 6'4", 6 foot, 6'6", 6 foot, and 5'10". So really not that much difference outside of the 6'7", but if you can get that up and down game going, you probably have a chance. That's where you guys talk.
Oh,
I was trying to think of something to say.
yeah, same.
But I couldn't think of anything. I really had a...
Said by every Cowboy fan, never.
What? Oh.
Hey, that was fun. That was funny.
We'll get on this tandem.
That was good.
You honestly think the Seahawks will beat the Cowboys?
Yes.
I told you. I'm giving anybody Cowboys and 5 points.
5 points.
And if I was in Vegas, I'd put $100 down on it.
Are you serious?
Straight up.
So you're saying that the Seahawks will beat the Cowboys? Now, once again, my betting knowledge is zero. Is absolutely zero. So you're betting that the Seahawks will beat the Cowboys by 5.
Yep.
And if they
my guess is probably going to be maybe a 6-7 point game. And it's going to be a touchdown by Seattle, probably late.
Okay.
And I'm not saying it's going to be high scoring. I'm just saying Seattle. I'm giving Dallas in 5.
What do you want to wager? I will take that action.
No hair changing colors.
Well, that's impossible for me.
I mean, you've got this. That's about it.
That's nothing.
I'll tell you. We'll make a gentleman's bet.
Okay, gentleman's bet.
We'll say dinner at Blazers.
Deal.
We'll say whenever the person wins, their choice at the special at Blazers.
If it's fish, I'll pay every day. But
and now the national anthem. And the Blazer Band with the playing of the national anthem, and now the announcements of the starting lineups. And there's your starting lineups for both Gardner Edgerton and Lawrence. Reynolds, McKelvey, Marshall, Rollwagon, and Jennings for the Blazers. And we have not been able to see McKelvey play. Well, we did see him at the Hootamaki Hardwood Classic.
You got to listen to me swallow the mic on that one.
I was busy working. I didn't get to hear nothing.
I think I heard you do a couple
Yeah,
calls.
it was awful.
Hey,
you have to do games to get better.
You got to be a cluster before you can fix it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You have to be a mess before you realize how to organize.
True.
Wow, that was poetic. That was
You're a poet. You didn't even realize it.
That was a close to a haiku.
That was
haiku.
like
Haiku?
Edgar Allan Poe type stuff.
Well,
All right, we'll see what the Blazers have the basketball first.
nice pick over to Marshall, but he kicks it back out. Pick and roll didn't go anywhere as it's going to be tipped away by Chappell. And you can tell they're really getting quick off that pick and roll, so you may be seeing that a few times.
Lions will start off in that man-to-man.
Man-to-man.
Man.
I think Rollwagon kind of drove inside and got caught in no man's land. But then from the backside, McKelvey, they went for the pass taken away. Long three rattles in, good by Kortelbaum.
Lawrence as they're pretty much a lot of their student body here today. Watching Blue Root on their Lions.
Kortelbaum takes another one, misses it. And goes out of bounds right in front of the student section, so they're kind of letting Brody Marshall know about that. They're pretty good about that.
Yeah.
They're just trying to help information-wise.
They're a helpful group.
Now, do what you can.
We tried doing that in high school and we got yelled at. Our administration wasn't fun.
Are they part of the NFL now?
Yeah.
The No Fun League.
Yeah. We couldn't do warm up the bus chants.
What?
Yeah.
Come
it was
on.
considered rude.
Oh, no. We actually had
That's deep.
long three-pointer, no good. Marshall with the rebound.
Nice rebound right there from Brody Marshall.
I'll tell you what we did during introductions I thought was kind of funny. Marshall, nice little roll. We, during the introductions, we would put newspapers up in front of our faces.
Oh, like what KU does?
Yep.
Yeah, we do that. And what was the other thing? So what? Who cares? Who's that? After they would say the name. There was a couple others. We'd end up doing that.
Blazer defense pretty good. 2-3 defense.
We had a kid.
They're forcing them out pretty well.
We had a kid from a rival school who went on to play at Emporia State. Every time he touched the ball, we would chant overrated, and our administration yelled at us for doing that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
McKelvey's going to get called. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought maybe he might have taken an extra step there, but
Yeah.
McKelvey's going to get the call. He's going to go to the line now.
It's NBA rules.
It must have been on that one.
Oh, okay. He's the call on the floor.
Every time they try to do the nice feed to Marshall, he has all 4 points for the Blazers. Every time they try to do that, we have spirit. We've got spirit. Yes, we do.
You got spirit. How about you?
Who cares? Yeah, do silly things like that. Under 5 minutes, 4-3.
And the zone defense really trying to cut off the inside game of the Lions. Going to force them to try to knock down some three-pointers.
You've got to be able to,
again.
and you've got to fight through that too, and at least try to get some kind of distraction going.
McKelvey for three.
That was a nice looking shot.
It was.
Defense getting back. You've got 5 guys back on defense.
Wow, it's a tough shot. That was an absolutely tough shot there by Clarence King, a 6'1" senior. Knocks it down for the Lions, makes it 6-4 lead for Lawrence.
So, sometimes with some of these high school kids, I wonder if they should back it up to where college is. Because there's a lot of kids that are making these three-pointers like they're nothing. Try to get the ball inside at Jennings, taken away. Triple teamed. Nice ball rotation. Cannot leave Kurtelbaum that wide open. He had time to set his feet, made it too easy.
Yeah, so far all the points for the Lions have come from behind the arc. 9-4 lead.
Pull-up jumper by Rollwagon.
Nice little floater.
And a runner.
And Kurtelbaum another made shot. Now Lawrence starting to get a little bit of a groove here in this first quarter.
Jennings going up strong, and they're going to get a foul. That one's going to be on Galbraith.
Nice move there by Luke Jennings. Nice little pump fake, and then he jumped into his man, obviously getting his man in the air and getting the foul. Now he's got the line to get a couple free throws, trying to cut in his lead. Couple substitutions coming in for Lawrence. We've got number 10, Mason Kurtelbaum, as well as number 14, Bryce Johnson, 6'4" junior for Lawrence. Second free throw up and good.
Taylor Warner checking in for the Blazers, getting a little bit of action while Jennings making both free throws, takes a seat. So starting to pack in a little bit of size. You take a look at Taylor Warner, 6'4", but he's got some stature on him.
Yes, he does.
Someone might. Yeah. I mean, it's just
is that his
thought.
second? Is that his second or third three-pointer for Kurtelbaum?
That would be his third.
His third three-pointer. Yeah, someone might want to get on him.
May have to bring out the Hoosiers and say, before you come out of the game, I want to know what flavor gummy is. Oh, almost had a nice feed to Roar, but he couldn't handle the
just
pass.
Just a little bit out of his reach. Had a nice look inside and a timeout taken by the Blazers. 14-6
Coach Wallace
lead.
wants a 30-second. Oh, it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 2:26 to go in the first. We will be back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. If you're getting ready to sell your car, you know that appearance is key. So why not let Jeff get your car ready for you? Call Jeff at 620-1253.
American Computers. There's a reason why American Computers is the official computer store of the Blazer Broadcast Network. It just takes a single visit to find out why. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware. Humphreys Family Dentistry. For the best in general dentistry, Humphreys Family Dentistry will give you the smile you've always wanted. Make your appointment by calling 856-2333. That's 856-2333.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Ragland back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Huge thanks to Sean Capes with Capes Homes Heating and Cooling for allowing us to have the ability to bring you HD broadcast. The hope, Jarrett, next year,
yes,
the big hope is one big number, 1080.
1080.
1080. That's the goal.
That is the goal.
Not tonight, not this year.
Maybe 2020. 2020, 1080.
Did you see the deal? Someone said they were hoping Barbara Walters would host the dropping of the ball in New York City because they wanted to hear her say, "This is 2020."
I posted that.
You did do that?
Was that you?
Okay.
Someone did. I didn't know who it was.
This is 2020.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Oh, I'm not sure how that pass got into Warner, and he gives a flex. I'll tell you what, Warner's a stature man.
Taylor Warner, 6'4", junior.
Get that man to pack some weights and
one with the stank.
With the stank?
What?
The stank. That's what we used to say in high school.
You're not in high school anymore.
Technically, this is high school.
We're in a high school.
Yeah, we're in a high school talking high school basketball, so it's and one with the stank.
I've never heard that.
I haven't either.
Yeah. How about the old-fashioned three-point play?
Traditional.
Yep, never heard that one?
I did that 2 years ago, and we had Griffin Johns with us, and he did not know what the traditional three-point play was.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
But he didn't know. That's just being a kid. Wow, what a move.
Oh, my goodness.
And gets the roll.
Wow.
Clarence King said, hold my drink. I'll be right back.
Well, maybe his Gatorade.
What's the Randy Peterson on the Professional Bowlers Association television broadcast? He went out for hamburgers and fries and came back with steak and potato. Come on,
I don't know that. I don't know that terminology, man.
I just said it. It's pretty simple. He went for a hamburger and fries, came back with steak and potato.
I guess. I can't get on board with that one.
Wow, you have no idea.
I guess not. Yeah. It was a nice dish
from the right elbow. You can tell McKelvey really trying to make something happen for the Blazers. And nice feed inside. Mason Cordobaum.
This Lawrence team has a lot of athletes on it, a lot of guys who can get up and down the court and really pass the ball around. Nice look inside.
Warner.
Man, keep giving it to
another
him.
One.
Keep feeding the big man.
Yeah.
7-point lead now for the Lions. Still single digits.
45 seconds to go in the first quarter.
That's deep.
Long three-pointer, no good. Yeah, they're going to get over the back.
Ryan, so
I can make a comment. How am I going to?
If you lose the bet to Jarrett, you have to get your haircut like number 4's.
That would be a negative writer.
Ooh, man. I don't think I would do that.
Have
There's
that
no way.
I don't
There's
have
no
that
way
much
I would do that to
anyway.
Ryan. There's no way.
Hey, I'm not going to say anything because it takes a real man to be able to pull that off. He's pulling it off, and I can say a word about it.
Yeah, you should pull it off too.
That ain't going to happen.
He doesn't have enough hair to do it.
I don't. I just got it cut at Design Company.
Yep.
Warner going up strong.
That was a tough shot.
Yep. He was in a bad position to get the kiss off the glass. Just a little bit too far underneath it. That's got to be a charge. There you go.
There we go. Offensive charge.
And I'll tell you what, you're seeing that more and more where the dribbler, as soon as he drops the shoulder, you're gonna get that offensive foul called.
Exactly.
And I've seen that more and more in the last couple of years. So that's kind of, in my mind, it's kind of nice to see.
All right, we'll see if we get a shot off here.
Off the screen.
Yep, that's that is a.
Yeah, did you notice who laid the screen down? I'm just saying.
I did, yeah, big number 24 there.
18-11 the score. We'll be back in a minute with the second quarter on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Planet Sub, where you can enjoy Coke products along with 250-foot-long Barely Pop for the big kids. Planet Sub, 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware. Don't forget on Wednesdays, senior citizens can get 10% off their purchase. Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, 240 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from American Computers.
The Design Company Salon. New owners and the same great service but with a new look. Go check them out, 136 East Main in Gardner.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
More than 7.7 million American teenagers participate in high school sports every year, including about 103,000 here in Kansas. They're all learning essential life lessons, like the importance of hard work, time management, and self-discipline, skills that are helping them become better leaders and more active, responsible citizens. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ryan Ragland, Will McIntyre, Ian Jones, and Jared Finley with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Huge thanks to Sean Capes.
You can thank me too.
Screw
but
you, Jared.
I didn't help as much as Sean Capes has.
Capes is the man.
Yes.
You are not the man, Jared.
Providing the HD broadcast availability for the BBN to bring you, and I'm going to say, to bring you the finest quality broadcast of any high school broadcast in the state of Kansas.
I would say this side of the Mississippi. That's what I would say. I would go that far.
But I
Best
can't,
in the Midwest.
Best in the Midwest.
Well, there you go. I just don't know what's out there.
Another offensive charging foul.
We'll take that one.
Yep.
I don't think we're going to go a half without a foul on this one.
Probably. Well, not now.
Call me John Madden. I don't care.
I miss John Madden.
Who was it? The guy's name that does his imitation.
Oh, my goodness.
He ran into someone and tried to do an imitation. They said they didn't like it.
Really?
I'm like, then you don't have a sense of humor.
What is his name?
Rohr goes up for the shot, and he's going to get a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
The whole point of the game is to score more points than the other team.
If he gets in the end zone, that's a touchdown. I can't do it.
I can't remember You know what I could do?
Frank Caliendo.
Frank Caliendo.
Yes. He throws up and good.
Are you really going to play this?
Are you? What's he doing?
He's looking it up on YouTube right now.
We got a game to do, Ryan.
And both free throw. Hey, we are also here to entertain.
That's why we have Ian.
No, that's why we have Duck.
That's true.
I'm not funny.
Well, I wasn't going to.
Which one if I said that?
You said I'm here for No, I'm not. No. I'm here to bring youthfulness.
You're the oldest young guy I know. Nice steal there by McKelvey. See the Blazers?
I may be 21, but I have back pain like I'm 60.
Oh, McKelvey was going one way, and Rollwagon passed it the other way, and it's a turnover.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
He zigged when he should have zagged. That's right.
Under 7 minutes to go. McCarthy Auto Group halftime show coming up. I may have a little surprise during the next timeout.
Okay.
We'll see what happens here.
That's a nice
that was not a very good pass at all. That was an easy turnover for Brody Marshall.
Yeah. And Brody Marshall, he's a pretty good athlete too. He can really get up there.
That was a tough shot.
He was
by
kind of
Ethan Reynolds. Yeah.
Reynolds was kind of fading away.
Fading away and still going to the left, out of bounds, and still put it up and hit iron. I'd have hit a lot of air.
Wow, that's a nice move.
Yeah. Now you've got to remember Eric Galbraith right there. He wanted to go to his left, being right-handed, so now that Brody Marshall has to make sure he steps up and cuts him off there and tries to get some backside help.
And Galbraith, it's a nice little dribble on the post and little right-handed hook, able to get it in. This one's short.
And he hits it.
Oh, that would have been
poetic.
McKelvey, way to hustle inside. It gets this one blocked.
And he's going to get the foul. I'll tell you what, that would have been poetic justice after they start chanting air ball and Rollwagon takes a three and just drills it. That would have been nice.
That would have been, and this one. Good shot there by McKelvey.
See, we weren't allowed to do that in high school either.
Really?
Yell during the opposing team's free throws?
Come on, man.
Yeah, our school was lame.
Where was this at?
West Franklin High School in Pomona, Kansas. I am calling you guys out.
Oh, and Pomona's not a big school for entertainment, so.
They had like 150, 160 total kids.
But I will tell you this, is that one time I went through Pomona, there's a little barbecue place on a corner.
It's called Leroy's.
That's pretty good stuff.
Yes, it is.
That's pretty good stuff. I stopped by. I'm like, I'm going to have to check it out.
The Mexican restaurant in town's pretty good, too.
I saw that. I wanted to try that sometime. Pomona's not a bad little town for sure.
McKelvey for 3.
Oh,
Yes!
and he gets us a drink in.
It's a one-possession game.
20-18.
Gardner's really fought back in this one and not really panicked. I mean, it was an 8-point or 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter, and just started really taking care of business.
And then Trey Cordelbaum says, hold my drink. Under 5 minutes.
Hold his Powerade because they got that Powerade card over there.
Yeah, they did bring their own cart, didn't they?
It's that KU money.
Oh, Tyler Rolagan says, I can do it too.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh,
I can do anything better than you.
Who sings that?
Wow.
Me.
No, you don't.
I just did.
And a foul on the shot.
No, but who originally sang that?
Actually, I don't know.
Let's keep it that way.
Isn't that Little Orphan Annie?
Let's keep it that way.
I have no idea who sings that song, actually.
I can honestly say I never saw that show. Never saw that movie. And my plan is to continue to never see that. I'm not going to dog you if you do or if you have, but I'm just saying.
Now I'm starting to question myself. I don't think it's from that, but I don't remember.
Both free throws missed.
Still a 1-point game. Gardner can take the lead with this possession right here.
That was a weak pass. Reynolds coming up from behind. Nice job. Reynolds did everything he could to make sure he wasn't going to get fouled, but that was just like a linebacker coming from behind the quarterback and just slapping the ball away.
You know, now he timed that one just right because he brought his hand up and brought it down, and he blocked it just in time. Because usually when a player does that, when he brings his hand down for a block like that, usually that 9 times out of 10 that's a foul. And Lawrence just has some athletes. I mean, they just have some really good basketball players on this squad.
No look pass. It might have been Mayo. I'm not sure either Mayo or King.
It was King. Yeah, it was King.
McKelvey 3-pointer off the mark.
3:45 to go in the half.
Blazers in that man-to-man defense. Nice little dish
nice
inside.
Feed in the lane.
That's a very good offense that they're running. Kind of like what KU's offense is. They kind of rotate guys all over. A lot of pick set to get that open shot. Just like that. Oh, a travel by Luke Jennings.
Wow.
Substitutions coming in for the Blazers. 3:08 left to play in the first half. 26-21.
Kaiser and Rohr checking in the game. McCarthy Outer Group halftime show coming up after this. 8 team fouls for Lawrence, only 3 for the Blazers.
That's a deep three. That was right in front of the Blazer bench.
Think that was trying to send a message a little bit there. You kind of like doing it right in front of the bench. Bryson Rohr misses that one for 3.
It's a good look.
And that is nothing but speed. You saw what I almost saw.
Yeah.
We almost had another individual hit his head on the backboard.
Oh man, he was
And the bad thing is he never saw the backboard coming.
No.
Stepping back for 3 is Mayo, no good, but the Lions get the rebound. short. The putback gets the roll for Chapel.
Blazers need to start boxing out, put a body on a body.
Yeah, you've got to.
Way too many offensive rebounds in that possession.
Yeah, you've got to get in there a lot stronger than that. Brody Marshall for three, a little bit off. And he gets the rebound. Roll wagon for three. In and out. Roar going up, out man. Put a pretty good effort in for the rebound. 1:45 to go in the half. Coach Lewis slows him down. That was just kind of a throw-up shot.
See if the Blazers can try to send this to a single-digit lead before halftime, but now with turnovers like that.
Yeah, can't be doing that. If you're going to foul him, you better make sure he doesn't make it.
You better get the hand on the basketball or something, or hold it or something. You can't just a quick slap because
it's not going to work.
No, absolutely no. He is a very Clarence King. He's an athlete. He's an absolute athlete, and he's a very strong kid as well. And he took that one up with some force, put it in for two.
Well, I had Frank Caliendo queued up, but evidently we're not going to be able to get to him. Unless you want to hear Caliendo as Charles Barkley and Bill Walton.
Oh, he's just a knucklehead.
Oh, he's just a knucklehead. .105 left on the clock. McKelvey going back to the line. And gets the left-handed free throw in. Ten-point deficit for the Blazers. 1:05 to go in the half. Blazers' next game will be Tuesday night at Olathe North. We will not have that game. We will have the audio coverage as the Blazers will go to Olathe East a week from tonight. McCarthy Audio Group pregame show starting at 5:15 for the girls' side, tipping off at 5:30. Scheduled.
Man.
Yeah,
they're just
and Mayo isn't all that strong. He doesn't have that strong stature. But pretty much that's what he did right there. He just kind of muscled his way through.
He did. 12-point lead for the Lions. Blazers turn it over once again.
15 seconds on the clock. And a travel, so 7 seconds left on the clock for the Blazers. See if they can do anything with it.
See, they can cut in the lead, just make this a sink. Keep this maybe, try to get it to single digits at least. See if they set us something up for McKelvey here.
And at the half, 35-23 is the score. Take a timeout. Be back with the McCarthy Audio Group halftime show in a couple minutes on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Gardner Edgerton fans. The McCarthy Auto Group is a proud supporter of youth sports across the Blazer Nation.
If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, or you need service or body work done, we hope you'll visit one of the 11 McCarthy Auto Group locations. Visit kccars.com for over 3,000 new, certified, and pre-owned vehicles. Our inventory covers most every make and model and prices to fit every budget. The McCarthy Auto Group, with locations in Olathe and Overland Park, Kansas, and Blue Springs and Sedalia, Missouri.
Go Trailblazers!
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. Give them a call for their $59 complete heating system inspection. Call Sean with Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning, 638-1647.
American Computers. Never feel intimidated about going to a computer store. John and the boys are always happy to help you understand your computer better. And if something needs to be fixed, they will help you understand what's going on. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight.
Blazers Restaurant. After every Blazer football game, Blazers will be open till 11. So after a great game, stop in and get a great burger. Blazers Restaurant, 131 North Center in Gardner.
These are some of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Amazing barbecue. The Kansas City Strip. If there's one thing this town knows, it's meat. That's why Price Chopper Butchers take the time to cut meat fresh in-store daily. None of that prepackaged stuff shipped from out of state. It's also why Price Chopper backs all their KC Pride beef with a 200% guarantee. If you don't love it, you'll get a replacement and your money back. No questions asked. Price Chopper, Kansas City born and raised.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Ryan Rangel back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth as you see the Blazerettes with their halftime routine. Cardio workout to the max.
Oh, man, I'm tired just watching.
Hey, dude, I can't hit the treadmill any more than 5 minutes.
I'm sore just watching that.
Man.
You'd be sore watching a guy picking up a 32-ounce beer 10 times.
Good point.
Exactly. I know how bad you are. I can honestly say I've never been in that kind of shape before.
Really?
Never.
Never?
Never.
What shape is that?
Round?
Yeah, round's a shape.
I have a bump, but I've never been round.
Bump?
The bump.
Oh, the bump.
The bump is going down.
Yeah.
The only bump I have now is maybe that, but I'm working on it.
Giant head.
No, I have never had that much knowledge. Never claimed to. May have thought I did once in a while, but never claimed to. Anyway, McCarthy Auto Group halftime.
35-23, halftime.
Halftime.
Lions.
Blazers have not played bad. They've been able to retake the lead a couple times. But the athleticism of Lawrence has just come into play when it needed to. You've got the outside shooting of Trey Cordelbaum. You've got Clarence King coming in there inside, running a couple points, getting some nice shots. Brett Chappell. Mason Cordelbaum's also come in there with some off-the-bench points. It's just... And the turnovers late. I mean, it's a 12-point game, but like 3 of those turnovers late in the second or in the first half just took all momentum away, and then you end up giving them 4 quick, easy points. That's going to kill anything.
Exactly, and that's what it was. I mean, they had their opportunities to really cut into this lead, and really, it was a 1-point game at one point, but unfortunately, it was the turnovers, and the Lions were able to, take advantage of that and hit some threes and get some more buckets. And Gardner really has not been able to, take the lead and keep it just because of the turnovers. And then Lawrence, on the other hand, has been taking advantage of those turnovers and getting points on the other end of the basketball court.
4:52 left in the McCarthy Auto Group halftime show, and I'm really sitting there you really don't think that they need to change a whole lot. They just need to clean up some of the turnovers. They've actually had some good timing plays a couple times. Alabama hat inside.
Yeah, I bet he's not a Alabama basketball fan.
I had to point that out. Anyway,
yeah.
I really don't see that they need to change a whole lot. They just need to clean up what they're doing, eliminate the turnovers. They've gotten back on defense really well. They've battled inside nicely, but Lawrence has too many guys that are too strong going to their left, and you've got to step up and shut them down and get them going back to the left, because we saw Chappell a couple times. He faked to his left or faked to his right in order to get left. Don't bite on that. If he wants to go left, and let guys do that.
Right. And I agree with you. I don't think there's a lot of things the Blazers really need to change in this second half. I thought they played really good basketball. Obviously eliminate the turnovers. And they have really battled. They've really battled inside, and the Lions really hit some big shots on the outside. I think that's been the biggest thing for them, has been that three-point shooting, something the Blazers really haven't been able to do in that first half. But other than that, they have played solid basketball. It is a 12-point lead. It was a 1-point lead at a certain point in that second quarter, but Lawrence was just able to pull it away. But if they cut down on the turnovers, knock down some shots and continue to battle, this is going to be a very close game until the end.
We're going to take a quick timeout on the McCarthy Gardner Group halftime show. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third quarter. 35-23 the score. We'll be back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Hey, Blazers fans! The McCarthy Auto Group is proud to support Gardner Edgerton Sports. Remember, when you're in an accident, after you call 911, make your next call 800-NEW-AGAIN for one of the 5 conveniently located McCarthy Collision Centers. Call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN for the McCarthy Collision Centers. For award-winning service performed by certified technicians with decades of experience, call or click 800-NEW-AGAIN. The McCarthy Collision Centers. Satisfying customers is no accident. It's our guarantee.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. When your car looks good, you feel good. See how good you can feel today. Junior's Detail and Plasti Dip. 620-1253.
Humphreys Family Dentistry. For the best in general dentistry, Humphreys Family Dentistry will give you the smile you've always wanted. Make your appointment by calling 856-2333. That's 856-2333.
The Design Company Salon. Check them out on Facebook, and while you're there, you can book your appointment at the same time. The Design Company Salon, 136 East Main in Gardner.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
To sell meat in the barbecue capital of America, you've got to be on your game. That's why Price Chopper employs real butchers in all their stores. And they back their KC Pride beef with a 200% guarantee. If you're not fully satisfied, they'll give you a replacement and your money back. So when you want the tastiest, juiciest steak in town, look no further than your Price Chopper meat department. Price Chopper, Kansas City born and raised.
35-23 the score. Back with you in the McCarthy Gardner Group broadcast. Future huge thanks to Sean Capes with Capes Whole Homes Heating and Cooling for the ability to do HD broadcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Anytime we hit a broadcast, you will get an alert that the Blazer Broadcast Network is on the air. Our next broadcast will be a week from tonight at Olathe East. We will have audio coverage. They are not as equipped like we are. And I'm not going to say it, and I don't mean it derogatory. They just don't have the levels for us to be able to set up a camera in the booth and everything else to be able to do a video broadcast. Mm-hmm. So, but at the same time, we do get courtside seats.
We do.
It's nice.
You can't ask much for better than
It's
that.
like college-esque. It's nice.
It is nice.
So between you and Ian and Will probably stay home, won't you? On the audio broadcast, you'll probably stay home. So I'll let frickin' Frack over here.
I'm Frick.
Do the rock, paper, scissors?
I'm Frack.
You do rock, paper, scissors right now. Who's frickin' Frack? That's 2 out of 3.
No.
Deal.
All right. Actually, you were supposed to be Frick.
1,
but
2, 3. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, shoot. Yep.
You suck.
Best 2 out of 3. Tie. Oh, 1-1, 1-1. We'll get the back one here in a little bit. Nice backside feed to Tevin McKelvey. Missed the second one, missed the third one. That, in the words of Griffin Johns, those were should-have-beens.
Should-have-beens.
Those were should-have-beens. So it's tied 1-1. We'll figure it out here in a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
High kiss off the corner, and good by Mayo. He has 7.
And Blazers sticking into that man-to-man defense as well as the Lions. Nice dish inside, but Jennings once again another should-have-been.
Too many should-have-beens are not good.
That's right. That's once again 2 opportunities to, kind of stay in this game. And there we go, McKelvey.
There's a steal. Oh, that would have been a nice move if it had gone in. Quickly up ahead. He tried it. Now,
intentional is called.
I can see why he called it, but he tried to hold him up.
I don't know if I agree with that. I mean,
when Rollwagon saw he was in trouble and going down, you could kind of see him kind of grab and kind of pull up, but by that time it was too late. There's no way he was going to be able to save him.
I don't know. I think an intentional that's a little harsh for what he did and what he was trying to do. And
if the ref didn't call it, then Coach Lewis would have been all over him.
And plus he tried to, he was holding him so he didn't fall to the ground too hard. And I think an intentional, I don't know necessarily agree with that call. Because he wasn't trying. I mean, intentional is I think you're purposely trying to harm a player, and you're purposely trying to do this and trying to do that. But I don't think that was. I think that might have been too harsh of a call.
6:44 to go in the third. 3-point from the left corner, no good. Easy rebound for McKelvey.
And just the last 4 shots for the Blazers have
not gone in.
Just not gone in. They've been there, just not there. And I notice for Lawrence, they do have an absolute size advantage, but they don't go inside a heck of a whole lot.
Nice feed by McKelvey to Rollwagon, and Rollwagon hits the ground hard.
I was about to say, has their 6'7" guy even scored tonight?
He's got 2 points.
2 points.
He's got 2 points, and he's, like I said, he's 4 inches taller than everybody else, and they just haven't given it to him. They've hardly gone inside whatsoever.
And they're checking out his knee, and I think Tyler Rollwagon might be done for the rest of the night. And I didn't see how he landed. I just saw the nice feed from Tevin McKelvey. So let's go ahead and take a timeout while they attend to Tyler Rollwagon. 39-25. We'll be back in a minute on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware. No need to drive all over the place for the best tools. Ace is the place and the new home for Craftsman tools. Trails West Ace Hardware and Feed, 240 North Moonlight in Gardner, and Arbor Creek Ace Hardware, 159th and Muir Lynn in Olathe.
Blazers Restaurant. Don and Wally have been proud supporters of Blazer Athletics for 15 years, so it only makes sense they own Blazers. Stop in and tell them thanks for their support. Blazers Restaurant, 131 North Center in Gardner.
Planet Sub. Sign up for their P-Sub Club, where you can get updates on debuting menu items, specials, exclusive coupons, and a free sub on your birthday. Planet Sub, 921 East Lincoln Lane in Gardner.
These are just a few of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Back with you at the McCarthy Gardner Group broadcast booth. Tyler Rollwagon got up with assistance, walked out, and he's with the trainer, going to take a look, and I couldn't tell if they're looking at the right or left leg. I think it might have been the right. So hopefully everything turns out okay for Tyler. 5:53 to go in the third quarter. Blazers need to make a push here. And the way that, this is, Jared, the way we've been, like we talked about in the first half, they haven't been playing bad. They've had a lot of buckets that just flat out have not gone in.
I know. They just had like 3 or 4 shots that haven't gone in. Now we have a opportunity, and that one just slips out of Kelvy's hands. The quarterback for the football team, as that one slipped.
Nice job by Warner. As Chapel was going one direction, Warner went, okay, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and once again, just missed opportunities for the Blazers. Just not able to cash in right now. As McKelvey, they had a 4-on-2 opportunity, and it slips out of his hand. Once again,
and on the inbound.
Yep, two more points, and now you can kind of have a feeling that Lawrence just slowly pulling away in this one.
Reynolds for 3 in the left corner is good. His first points of the night.
Let's see if that three-pointer
starts to ignite something.
Yeah, sparks this offense a little bit.
A little flat on that three-pointer.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, Warner has been impressive tonight. He's gone in with authority, and you can tell he likes to do the flex.
He does. Every time he gets fouled, and it goes in. I mean, Warner, he's a very strong kid, and a nice dish inside there by McKelvey as well. And it's a 10-point game. 31-41, 4:40 left to play, third quarter.
McKelvey staying right with Mayo.
That one's missed. That's an air ball.
Clock stopped at 4:21.
Reynolds looking to drive.
Really spreading out that offense, trying to get some driving lanes. Left-handed layup is good by Jennings. His first field goal of the night. He has 4 points. Cuts it down to 8. Top of the key's good.
Just a nice shot right there from Willie Dotson, the junior. This one's off right. Dotson.
I was going to say, I bet he's going to take that one again.
This one's a little short. And
easy rebound and put back for Mason.
Yep.
That's Coach Wallace wants a timeout.
Didn't like that little series of events.
No, that didn't turn out very well. You cut it down to 8, and then you turn around and give up back-to-back buckets. Extends it out to a 13-point lead. I guess if we wanted to, let's see, do I still have it up here? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do this real quick.
Okay.
Let's hold on here.
Is that Bill Belichick is starting to look and sound more like the Emperor from Star Wars every day. I mean, listen to him talk, and you hear him. I mean, you think that this guy. And the thing is, if Rob Gronkowski, if he goes out on the field and plays an amazing game, it's going to prove that Bill Belichick is a Sith Lord. I mean, that's the thing. If you watch Star Wars, that's a pretty good reference right there.
How's retirement, Coach?
You know, I haven't retired. I still do the Pilot Tech OTC commercial, which is all I do is say, available at Walmart.
Isn't that the most amazing thing that he does that? They got that great, beautiful-looking commercial with Larry the Cable Guy. He's like, that's like flipping your burgers after the burger. Cuts to Madden.
Available at Walmart.
Have you ever talked to Madden about that?
I met him at the Super Bowl.
Frank Caliendo doing the when they were at the Super Bowl. I'll tell you what's kind of cool. I'm looking at this, and you can't see it, Jared, but their mic flag is electronic. It's digital.
Really?
Look at this. Their mic flag is digital, and it's like a billboard on a mic flag. I don't know how much. That's a lot of bucks right there. And that is not within the BBN budget. I'm just saying.
By the way, I beat Jarrett in rock, paper, scissors.
So you're...
He's got this funky...
He has a half-second delay.
Yes. It's like 1,
I watched
2,
him twice.
3, and then I shoot in half a second. He sees what I shoot. He's like, oh, change it up.
So he's freaking your frack.
Yeah.
I got a way to...
Sounds like a sore loser.
I think I got a way to fix that. Oh, nice feed to McKelvey for the bucket. 46-35. Three minutes to go in the third. In and out. Had the rebound, had it ripped away, and then a floater is good.
The only difference in this ball game is that Lawrence is taking advantage of their. That's a nice shot high off the glass. Ethan Reynolds, the 5'10 sophomore, stepping out of bounds. Turnover, Lawrence. But Lawrence is really taking advantage of their opportunities when they've had them, and Gardner just simply has not. I mean, when they've had turnovers, they try to get to the other end. They really just can't take advantage of it. Now we got a whistle.
And the bucket's good by Eric Galbraith. The 6'7", only his second points. Or check, they waved it off. What am I even saying? He's down there. He didn't even have the bucket. He was up in there on the defense.
Yeah,
what
he's
am
playing defense.
What am I talking about? Then we're going to have a 5-second violation.
Was a quick 5 seconds.
It may be a quick 5 seconds, but that will absolutely drive a coach nuts.
Yeah, that seemed awfully quick for it to be a 5-second call. Dodson has the ball, top of the key once again. Still man-to-man defense by the Blazers.
Luke Jennings trying to step out on the defense. I didn't know if he was going to step out or try to cover down the baseline on the drive.
Oh, man.
That's a tough one. Under 2 minutes to go in the third.
But Eric Galbraith, I thought he was going to have a huge slam. But that ball was going to come off the rim. I thought he was going to grab it and put it right back home.
Free throw is good. More substitutions coming in. You can tell the difference in the foul calls and the non-foul calls because this game feels like it is dragging. Or is that just me?
Even though it's been a faster-paced game, it seems like this game has been a little bit longer than the girls' game. 50-37, under 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Trying to get back into this game. And have a moving screen. Oh, looks like this one's on Lawrence.
It just seems like they're really trying to. That was a nice feed. That should be a travel.
Yes, that should be a travel. He took 3 steps in and dribbled it.
But he never had control of the ball, I guess.
NBA rules. Oh, but just go up with it. But
Warner going strong. He's got 10.
Warner's played some solid minutes here tonight.
Got a foul before the shot. .124 to go in the third quarter. Our next broadcast will be a week from tonight with audio coverage at Olathe East. And then too easy of a feed right there to King. He has 11.
And Clarence King, I bet he is just an absolute nightmare to try to guard. He is so fast, and he can really handle the basketball as well.
Come on, King. You're up by 13. It was off your foot. You felt it. King thought it was going back the other way. That was not a good feed. The safety was right there. Oh, wait a minute. This is the wrong sport.
Between his legs.
That's when you start getting a little bit too fancy. Let's stay to basics, all right?
That's right.
1:04 left to go in the third.
Blazers still have plenty of time to try to get back into this one. Just need to run their offense.
Warner trying to back up a little bit stronger. Kind of just throws at the backboard.
And King really wants that dunk. He really, really is trying.
Are you saying he's itching for it?
Oh, yeah. He really wants it. He's tried on the last about three or four possessions to try to get a slam.
It's almost like he's trying to get that. He's trying to get that quick extra step, just so he can get set up for it.
Right.
Pull up by Rohr, no good. 30 seconds to go in the third.
Nice pump fake there by Rohr, then took it inside. It was a good shot. Yep.
Foul on the drive.
(39-52), 22 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Lions with the lead. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone by the Blazers.
Switching up a little bit. I think it's 2-3.
2-3.
Eight seconds on the clock. Got to step up and shut him down. See, and that's where the wing has to step up and let the middleman stay back, because you can see Warner kind of stepping up, and they were waiting for looking for that double team to happen to get that weak side pass.
Right.
Oh, and it hit the rim. Nice job by Reynolds. 52-39 into the three. We're going to take a timeout. Be back with the fourth quarter on the Blazer Broadcast Network.
The sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. Contact Sean for any home indoor air quality products that you might need or be interested in. Capes Whole Homes Heating and Air Conditioning. 638-1647.
American Computers, your one-stop shop for all of your computer needs. Stop in and see what all they have in stock. American Computers, 325 North Moonlight in Gardner, across the street from Trails West Ace Hardware.
Blazers Restaurant, serving Gardner's best burgers made fresh every day since 1976. Blazers Restaurant, 131 North Center in Gardner.
These are some of the sponsors of the Blazer Broadcast Network.
Ryan Ragland back with you at the McCarthy Auto Group broadcast booth. Once again, a huge thanks to all the sponsors on the Blazer Broadcast Network, and also huge thanks not only to McCarthy Auto Group, who will be sponsoring the broadcast for the guys and girls going down to El Dorado for the Blue Stem Classic, but Sean Capes with Capes Whole Homes Heating and Cooling for the HD broadcast, and Tyler Rollwagon just walked back in with a big old ice bag on his right ankle. Came in on his own power, but he's so obviously he came in and just kind of rolled it just enough, and I haven't done that for a while, but I still remember what that felt like.
I do too.
And not fun.
No, it's not.
How would you know? You ever done anything? Have you ever gotten high enough off the ground to roll an ankle?
Yeah, when he's rolling out of bed this morning. He rolled
No, my bed's on the ground. I've got my box spring and then my bed. Let me tell you, it's a far 6 inches.
Obviously, to prevent damaging himself if he falls asleep out of bed when he's,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's good thinking. Ian's a thinker.
Yeah. No, I actually
quickly
have
back
had
the other way.
A high ankle sprain before.
Okay, well.
That was not fun.
That was a tough shot by McKelvey.
Yeah, that fell a little bit short.
Tries it again.
Left that one short. And he's going in looking for a foul, and that's the wrong mentality. Lost that one, but Chappell comes up with it. 4-3, no good.
Another offensive rebound.
They're going to get Jennings with the reach.
By the Blazers, they need to gotta learn to put a body on a body and not allowing all these offensive rebounds and putbacks. Oh, and just was not paying attention, but he missed it.
Yeah, that was a big should have been.
Yes. That's the old bounce it off the defender's back because he's not looking, and that could have been an easy 2 points.
Bill Self calls that quite a lot, doesn't he?
No.
I think I've seen.
I don't think I've ever seen a Jayhawk.
I've seen a couple times it's happened.
I have to look. I might have to. If it's happened, it's only happened not very many times. Nice look inside.
Nice job by Brody Marshall going with the left hand.
Yep. And Brody Marshall, he's got the size advantage. I would keep going inside. It's a nice shot there from Marshall. Try to go back inside for Lawrence.
Wow, Jennings let him just slide right by him and never got the feet moving.
I think Jennings thought he was going to go another direction, and he just went.
He just got caught flat-footed.
He did. Go back inside by Brody Marshall. Nice reverse
with
layup.
the bucket.
So he foul on the floor.
Okay, this is one of my pet peeves.
Continuation.
No. The guy in the wing's making the call when you already have a guy that's 10 feet away from it that has a direct look at it, but he doesn't call anything, but yet the guy in the wing does. 2-on-1, hand off to Mason, a bump by Marshall. And Mason will be going up to the line.
That'll be the 6th team foul for the Blazers. And the second on Marshall. His free throws up and good.
5:59 to go in the game.
Now, Ryan, do you think this looks like the third best team in 6A basketball to you? I mean,
they're a good team, but I'm not seeing number 3.
I'm not seeing number 3
and
either.
There's been a lot of. I don't want to say it. This is a very good team. They have the ability to go far in the state tournament, but Coach Lewis will even tell you this is not their best game.
And the Blazers, I mean, they're a decent team as well. I mean, they do have some size on the inside. They've had some guys who have been shown that they can actually hit some shots from the outside and dribble drive and dish off, and they have some athletes as well. Yeah, I don't know if, this is why I'm not very good with rankings and evaluating players and all this, and I've never claimed to be, but to me, it just doesn't seem like I'm looking at the number 3 team in 6A.
I will say this is not a number 3 in the state type game for Lawrence.
I agree with you. I do agree with you on that one.
I'm not saying they're not, but if you've never seen this team before, which we haven't, obviously we only see them one time a year.
If this is your first experience watching Lawrence, and then after all this and after the game, you say, that was the number 3 team in 6A, I think a lot of people would be surprised.
Nice touch by Clarence King.
Yeah. And he's tough. I mean, that is a tough kid, and he can hit some shots from the outside, and he is extremely quick as well.
And there's I will say 3 guaranteed on the floor right now that I see them going, on after high school. Easy.
Oh, yeah.
But
not Division I by any means, but I see him playing college ball somewhere else.
And maybe NAIA, maybe start some JUCO and go Division II or III.
Yeah, I mean, I can completely see that. They've got the talent. Reynolds, nice little scoop and score.
Well, actually, we've got we see right behind you that I see one of the coaches from Central Missouri.
Oh, in the red behind me right here on the left?
That'd be the black and gray. And I think the one in the red's from McPherson, I believe.
Okay, well, there we go.
So they're looking.
I got a foul on Jennings. .424 remaining in the fourth quarter. 61-45 lead for the Lions. And we are in the bonus, so the Lions will get a 1-1 from the free throw line. First free throw is in and out, no good. Pulled in by the Blazers.
4:20 to go left in the game.
And like Luke Jennings missed the shot. Now Brody Marshall tips it, stolen away.
Says I'll take care of that.
Yeah, see if they can keep it alive. Keeps inside the Jennings, but they're going to say he was out of bounds.
Ooh.
I don't know if once again, I can't see from here. And a timeout taken by Lawrence. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
4:06 to go. Our next broadcast will be next Friday at Olathe East. It will be a audio broadcast. The Blazers will play at Olathe North on Tuesday. And due to work schedules all the way around, won't be able to cover that game. So hopefully get a sea of blue out there.
So once again, just make sure I have this clear. If we have a bet going that you think the Seahawks will beat the Cowboys.
I'm giving the Cowboys by 5.
5, and I am taking that.
Okay. So the winner, let's just say the winner gets to choose where they want dinner at.
I'm choosing Blazers.
Okay. I'm not going to argue.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Blazers.
Wally will like that.
There has yet to be a food that we had during the football season, which was
your
not
favorite
absolute.
Was?
Oh man, that's a good foul by Brooke Marshall. Ooh, favorite. Oh man.
I'll tell you what my most surprising was. The cold fish.
Yes.
Afterwards, it was cold and it was still freaking believable.
It was. Oh, I thought there was. I liked the fish. I think the fish was up there. There was something else that I really liked. I don't remember what
the brisket made like a Sloppy Joe.
Or
the one with the sausage and the onions.
What was the one? It was. I think it was our first time we had beans, and then Ian didn't like beans.
It was the ribs.
Oh.
It was the ribs.
Yeah.
The ribs was it. That's what.
Ribs is good.
Yes, that's what was my favorite
And the
one.
thing I like about Wally's beans, structure, man.
Yes.
They have body to them. It's like, ugh.
Yes, Blazers. They'll be open after this game, won't they be?
By the time we get done, I believe they will be closed.
Okay.
I don't know.
Such a shame.
Well, you know what? We can look and find out. You know why? Because
8:24, we've got, let's say, in actual time, I'd say 15, 20 minutes left. Because the last minute of a basketball game lasts 30.
Nice move there from Brody Marshall, taking up the sidelines.
Do they close at 9 or 10?
They're open. Close at 9.
Ah.
I know it, man.
Wally, if you're watching, leave it open for another 30.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Warner goes up strong, misses the chippy.
Jennings, once again, if he didn't fade away with that would have been 2. And if Warner didn't pump fake when he had it the first time, he would have had that bucket as well.
Well, and if the thing that I'm seeing that they need to really start using, that's a charge.
Yep, he was there. Nice play there from Warner.
They're not using the glass. There's a reason why they have that white square on the backboard.
Mm-hmm.
Use it. You know, it's what it's there for. Clock set at 3:03.
So out of let's see, who will the Chiefs play? The Chiefs will play the winner of
the Chiefs will play either the Colts.
Oh, there you go. Use the glass.
Reynolds.
Use the glass.
I don't care if it's from 3.
Bank is open.
The bank is open.
The Colts or the Ravens, right? No,
Coach Wallace wants the 30-second timeout. They will either play the Colts or the winner of San Diego, the Chargers and Baltimore.
So that's who they will play.
That's who they will play.
The Chargers or Baltimore.
Right.
Out of those two teams.
They will play either the Colts, because they will be the lowest seed if they win. If not, then the lowest seed will either be Baltimore or the Chargers, because the Texans are the 3 seed. It's 3, 6, 4, 5.
Okay.
So the Colts are 6.
Right.
Texans are 3.
Okay.
Colts win, they will automatically be the lowest seed, so they will go to Kansas City. If Texans win, they will be the 3 seed. That means the lowest seed will come out of Baltimore and the Chargers.
I thought what the way.
See, this is what you get for trying to explain something to a Cowboys fan, because they haven't been in the playoffs enough to understand exactly how it works.
I guess not. This must be a different type that I just don't remember. I thought with the playoffs is
this isn't the 90s anymore.
See, that's what I assumed. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I was only alive for 3 years in the 90s.
Yeah. See, I guess I completely forgot how the NFL playoffs are.
I just assumed, okay, look, you have the 1 and 2 have buys.
Right. Well, I just assumed that it would be like the NCAA playoffs.
No.
Or the NCAA, or just.
It's seeding.
Well, I know it's. I understand seeding, but I thought if because I just assumed with the NFC, how the NFC playoffs, I just assumed that if the Cowboys would win, it doesn't matter who if the Cowboys win.
What seed are the Cowboys?
It'll be the Rams. I thought if the Cowboys win, they play the Rams.
Chicago.
And if the Seahawks
Chicago is 3. Right. Philadelphia is 6.
Right.
So since Dallas is home, they are 4.
Yes.
Seattle is 5.
Right.
So if Philadelphia wins, they are automatically going to New Orleans.
Right.
If they lose and Chicago wins, they will automatically go to L.A., and the bottom seed, which is Seattle and Dallas, will go to New Orleans.
That's if.
Philadelphia or Chicago wins.
If Chicago wins, they will play. Wow, I did not know that. I honestly, I'll be honest. As a sports fan, I feel embarrassed not knowing this.
I would be.
I did not know this.
I'd be embarrassed being a Cowboys fan.
You know what, Ian? No one is talking to you.
Oh, hey, did you know that Drew Brees is not going to win the MVP?
He shouldn't. I think it should be Mahomes. Nice shot there
by
King.
Whoa. You agree?
I don't.
Well, but here's my whole thought. Jennings gets that stripped away. And he gets the floater to go in.
There you go. Final 2 minutes. That's where the longest part of the game is. But anyway, go ahead.
Full timeout. So I was talking to someone about this. I said, here's what's going to happen. If you sit there and tell me there's no politics in football, then you're ignorant. Because there's politics in any kind of business, and yes, NFL is a business. My guess is, we'll go this route. Whoever goes further, either New Orleans or Kansas City, that's who's going to win the MVP. Because the MVP should be voted on right now and left done.
Yes.
The playoffs should not matter.
Right.
Now, if you want to go most valuable player, most valuable to the team, then by far is Mahomes.
I would say it's Drew Brees.
Their backup is greater than Kansas City's backup. Henning's good.
Right.
But I mean, for what Mahomes has done for that team, he is the most valuable person.
Right. But neither team would be where they would be at without.
I can't argue that.
Okay.
The Chiefs need Mahomes more than the Saints need Brees.
Ooh, I don't know if I would go that far.
Because the Chiefs don't have a defense.
Neither do the Saints.
The Saints do, supposedly.
Hey, I'd take anyone's defense over what I
would take I would take Bishop Miage's defense over our defense.
I just take a better coordinator. Oh, nice inlet pass. All the way down court for the bucket.
Probably something coach did not want to give up coming out of a timeout.
Yeah, that's not what you want. Oh,
wow.
And he wanted it. King wanted it, but he realized he was just enough too far away from it.
Nice drive by McKelvey, and once again,
he left that one short.
Yep. And he's looking at his hands like it slipped out of his hands or something.
It was almost like he didn't have the ups.
Yeah. And it looks like we're probably might be getting some younger kids into this one. 1:44 remaining. And Lawrence might have this one in the bag. 69-54. Lions with the lead. 9 team fouls for the Blazers, only 7 for the Lions. Free throw's good.
Pretty nice pop of the wrist there at the. There was a coach at Bishop Carroll a long time ago, and you could tell he was the coach of any team because the free throws were rainbows.
Oh yeah,
high rainbows. Good Lord. He ended up coaching at Wichita State when Randy Smithson went there. And if that tells you how long ago that was.
I don't know who that is.
His dad was Gene Smithson that used to coach Wichita State, that brought in the MTXE, mental toughness, extra effort. And then when Randy Smithson was there, after he went to Butler College, community college I believe it was, he brought the MTXC too.
Wow.
Now we're starting to see
now
we're starting to see the athleticism and that number 3 seeding from the state. So
yeah, starting to see it a little bit. Now we're going to see some younger kids get into this contest. This game is pretty well in hand. Yeah, that was a pretty good move. Yeah, that's Bryce Johnson. I think he just kind of checked into the game. He hasn't played a lot, has he, today?
No.
Yeah, he just came into the game, and he just showed he had a reverse dunk right there. And now he's going to come out of the game. He was poked in the eye. 74-57.
So the Blazers' next game will be at Olathe North, on Tuesday. And then our next broadcast will be an audio coverage at Olathe East. Pregame starting at 5:15 with the McCarthy Gardner Group pregame show. Tip-off for the girls scheduled for 5:30. Under a minute to go. Top of the key just a bit short. I would have to say the McCarthy Gardner Group player of the game would have to be, I don't know, you've got Clarence King, you got Trey Kortelbaum. I'll tell you what, I'm going to play homerism. I'm going to go Taylor Warner.
And that's what I would think, either
on
Warner
the Blazer side
or Marshall. I think those two.
I think what Warner did on the inside, throwing the muscle and being real aggressive and making some key shots to, keep him in the game early, that was pretty big. Good minutes off the bench.
And man, number 22 for the Lawrence Lions.
Peyton Mallory,
man, he's a pretty good point guard. He has 2 assists already in about 30 seconds. And Lawrence is
that's
going to
be the final. 76-57 is going to be the final. And Jared, like we talked about, we thought it was going to be kind of an up and down, but it didn't quite happen until later in the game. And, some bad passes, off-key passes. You get some, you get in that situation where you really start pushing it hard and you start getting yourself out of control and you just don't get in any kind of rhythm.
Right. And that was the thing. It was missed opportunities here today for the Blazers. I mean, they just had too many turnovers. Could not take advantage of opportunities that Lawrence did give them, because it was a 1-point game, in that second quarter. But then as the game continued to progress and the turnover started to mount, and Lawrence was taking advantage of it, hit some more three-pointers, and that's when the game started really getting out of hand, and Lawrence really started to flex their muscle and really show that they are the number 3 team in Class 6A. So this was a good game for the Blazers to learn from, and they'll watch the film and they'll learn from this one, and they'll turn the corner, and this is still a very good squad.
So our next broadcast again will be Friday night from Olathe East. We will have audio coverage. Pregame starting at 5:15 or about there with the McCarthy Auto Group pregame show, and the girls scheduled to tip off at 5:15. The guys and girls will be at Olathe North on Tuesday. We will not be able to carry that game, so make sure you head out there and cheer the Blazers on. And have a great weekend. For Will, huge thanks for him on the graphics. Ian, nice job on the camera. And Jared, thanks for chiming in tonight. Congratulations on the nuptials there, bud. And I guess good luck this weekend. Because I'm going to be hungry.
Thank you. Oh, man, I'm going to be starving.
Oh, yes,
I'm going to be starving.
Can I join in on this?
Nope.
Okay.
What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah,
what do you want?
Because I don't want to take.
I want food.
Okay. here's the deal. Okay, so here's the sign off. If the Seahawks don't beat the Cowboys more than 5, if it doesn't happen, both you and Ryan owe me a meal.
Both?
Individually.
All right, here's the thing.
So,
you get to order off the dollar menu at McDonald's for me.
Absolutely. I'll order like 30 things, man. No problem.
No, you get a $10 limit.
I don't think so. No. If you have to be in this all the way. You have to be in this all the way.
Dude, I'll just ask for a sub from Planet Sub. That's all I'll do.
Fine, deal. All right. Okay, deal. I owe 2 meals.
Oh, what did I get myself into?
2 meals.
Everyone have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Once again, the final, the Blazers fall to Lawrence by a score of 76-57. For Will, Jarrett, Ian, I'm Ryan. Have a great weekend. We will see you Friday from Olathe East. Girls and guys play Tuesday at Olathe North. Go out and check them out. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next week right here on the Blazer Broadcast Network.